The rain is falling. The fans are soaked. But here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the L.A. Chargers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early. And I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to St. Brown. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Play action. It's Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Herbert. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he elects not to bring this one out, as his guys will take over at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st, as he can only get this to the 30. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 94 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. You look at this Baltimore defense. Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And they'll get him down as as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Herbert throwing again. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 2-yard line.
2nd and 1 from the 2. Out of the gun, Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to widen their advantage. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson's throw going into the hands of Williams. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And Dobbins is going to pick up a Ravens first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
Raven. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. (17-0) our score after 1. Second and 11. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Herbert off of play action. And his throw here's incomplete.
trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He gets it to Johnston. Touchdown! Quentin Johnston, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Jackson now. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Jackson going to change things up a bit. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Go.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 2nd down. It's long, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
3rd and 2, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 17-yard line.
Wanna quit?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, middle.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Hey, Alpha, say hi.
Jackson on first down. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Report.
Now it's Jackson. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll go right back to St. Brown. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
Here's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Hey, Ozzie, sit up.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Armstrong. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 38-yard line.
Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Ravens, nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And we will not have a run back here as the 2nd half starts with a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Herbert. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Herbert. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are pouring it on. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22.
22 yards. That's good for a Baltimore.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Jackson options out left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at about the 14. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd down and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Long. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way Charger touchdown. Sam Laporta, 65 yards. And the Chargers extend their lead yet again. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Ravens, nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Jackson. That is caught. Oh, and now some space covering. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave him with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Another run here with Dobbins. Fights him off. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jackson, options out left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Deion Henley there on the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
At their own 7-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
162 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Long. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Armstrong. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Christian Wilkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Under pressure, they got him again. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Taylor. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. This will be fielded at the 17. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Chargers, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.